To this story. Tell us about this. The city council you had as mayor of Irving simply passed a resolution saying American law for American courts. We are supporting what is being passed in Austin, Texas. That's all it is. It seemed as though it was a simple enough acknowledgement. And yet there was pushback, and you got a lot of heat over this.
Well, let me clarify. It was no ordinance that the city passed. What we were doing is simply a resolution supporting a bill that we're trying to get discussed in Austin, and it's the American laws for American courts. And we did think this was a fairly simple, opportunity to say we are all supportive of the statutes within the state of Texas and the U.S. Constitution. It was an opportunity to codify common law. So that it would clarify to judges that were looking at the various laws in front of them, that it would clarify legislative intent to judges. And it should have been a simple, very simple resolution.
It sounds, when you and I discuss it here, it sounds, oh, well, yeah, America, yeah, that's great. We need to honor the Constitution and honor the Constitution of Texas as well. And we have a certain way, we have a legal system, that's great. But the way that it was actually discussed, when there was, well, actually, an Irving resident had said it was the most, Omar Suleiman had said it was the most disgraceful day in the city of Irving. They were upset, and a lot of, there were some Muslims in Irving who thought that the resolution was in total reaction to the new Islamic tribunal that's operating in the city, except for the fact that the bill doesn't even mention any of this. It seems a little overreactive.
Well, I would say that we were not targeting them. I would argue that they were targeting us. When we came out with this resolution, we invited them to come support it. When we had met in private, we asked the members of the mosque, are you supportive of our American laws? Are you supportive in following our Texas state statutes? And they told me in a private meeting, yes, we are. Come support this resolution. It would be able to announce to the entire community that you were saying is so worried about what you're doing. It's a clear reaffirmation.
And privately they were on board.
That you would support it. We sent them the bill. We never heard back from them. The first that we heard from it was Wednesday night. Our council meeting was on Thursday, that they were going to come and protest. So not only do we have an opportunity to say publicly to our community, we are not about to violate anybody's basic fundamental rights as provided by the U.S. Constitution and state statutes in Texas. Not only did they not take advantage of the opportunity to come support it, but they came and protested it.
Wow. I mean, I'm actually shocked that there would be any opposition to anything that prohibits the application of any foreign laws. And if they wanted to bring, that's a whole other discussion. I know Glenn has had that discussion here. How sure that's Islamic jurisprudence. It's incompatible with Texas state statutes. It's incompatible with the United States Constitution because they mete out a different form of justice, and it's a whole different legal system. One of the reactions to this, and I think that this was completely related, is that after this became a national headline, you became quite a big target. And there was even an article, Dallas Morning News, Vic Selk. You say profile piece in your notes. I say hit piece. Tell me about this experience.
He defined it as a profile piece. He defined it as a profile piece.
The questions that you had listed some of the questions that he was asking you, and this, of course, came on the attention of this story that we're discussing, were questions that, in my time in media, I've never heard a reporter ask someone, especially on a news story like this.
I've been elected since 2004, and I never received those types of questions.
What kind of questions did he ask you?
What the child custody relationship was, whether or not I had full custody of my children. Rumors were that I was dating. Can you tell me something about your partner / boyfriend? It was out of the norm. And I've done profile pieces before. And they're like, how do your kids handle you being in the spotlight? How do your kids handle politics? Those are kind of the soft, fluffy questions if you're looking for a full profile. It's not asking me about my custody situation. I mean, that's a yes or no answer.